All right, so to get things started, I'm going to introduce one of my favorite people, the editor-in-chief of Restaurant Hospitality, Mike Sanson, who's going to present the Rich Melman Award, Innovator of the Year Award. Mr. Sanson. There he is. All right, Michael.
I'm exhausted for walking across that stage. Well, thank you, Chris and Andy. Really appreciate it. It's always an honor to present the Melman Innovator Award. You know, a few months back, I was in Chicago and had the opportunity to check out the Paris Club, one of 100-plus restaurants that Rich Melman and his Let Us Entertain You Enterprises owns and operates. Now, when it opened in 2011, Rich showed me around this big, sprawling space, and it was so insanely busy we could barely move through the restaurant. It was the most exciting restaurant I visited that year. But after a couple of years, Paris Club began to lose steam. And instead of panicking like so many others might do, Rich and his team got serious. So when I walked into Paris Club a few months back, it was converted into a cozy bistro half the size of the old restaurant. And next door in the remaining space is an entirely different concept, a noodle shop that caters to millennials. The dual concepts now generate more than double the sales of the old large format restaurant. Without a doubt, there has never been a more talented concept creator than Rich Melman, and his creativity is the reason Restaurant Hospitality established this award in his name. But Rich Melman is more than a wizard who creates wildly inventive concepts from an ivory tower. He's most impressive when he gets in the trenches to battle his way out of trouble. He's the savviest street fighter I've ever seen. And after 40 years in the game, Rich Melman is still a heavyweight champ. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Rich Melman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you pointing out the mistakes we made when we did the Paris Club. But the truth of the matter is, we do a lot of different things and we know we're going to make mistakes. And the key to me is to remain flexible, and if you make a mistake, admit it and make the change. And I think that's one of the things that's been good at Let Us Entertain You. My partners buy into the fact that if we're right 70, 80% of the time, we're doing a pretty good job. I appreciate being here. Thank you very much for this Richard Melman Innovator Award. And I'm going to turn it back over to Michael.
You know, when it comes time to select a Melman Award winner, every year I usually present the names of several contenders to Rich. And this time around, the decision came quickly. I like Sam Fox, Rich said. He's one of the brightest young stars in the industry. Now, Rich's enthusiasm for Sam caught me a bit off guard because I don't remember him getting as excited about past Melman Award winners, including Danny Myers, Jose Andres, and Steven Starr. But there is no denying Sam's star power. Earlier this year, our pals at NRN named Fox to its power list of the 50 most influential people in the restaurant industry. And if you look at Sam's portfolio, you can see he's headed down the same path that Rich has so richly plowed. Fox opened his first restaurant, Wildflower, in Tucson in 1998. Since then, his Phoenix-based company, Fox Restaurant Concepts, has opened more than 41 restaurants encompassing 15 different concepts in 6 states, and now he employs more than 3,000 people. Like Rich Melman, Sam Fox has a fertile mind for creating a wide array of restaurant concepts that offer great food in a hip environment. Consider this. Fox restaurants encompass a burger bar, a pizza joint, a gastropub, a market restaurant, and even a modern Mexican concept. And he also has a seafood house, an Italian taverna, an urban grill, a juice bar, and a food truck. Beyond those concepts, Fox has made a strong foray into the better for you arena with True Food Kitchen, which serves great tasting, healthful food. And Flower Child's another great concept, a fast casual farm-to-table concept that opened earlier this year. This is not a guy who's jumping on a trend strictly for business reasons. He's serious about offering healthful food that tastes great. His instincts are right on. The popularity of the True Food Kitchen has pushed its expansion into 6 states with more on the way. In much the same way Rich did, Sam is building a company with a wide array of dynamic restaurant concepts that are hitting all the hot buttons with sophisticated consumers for a great food. I could go on and on about Sam, but at just 44, we're going to see a lot more of this guy in the years ahead. A lot of cool stuff. Rich got it right. He's one of the industry's brightest young stars. Ladies and gentlemen, please help Rich Melman and I welcome to the stage the 2004 winner of the Richard Melman Innovator Award, Sam Fox.
Hello, everyone. Rich said if I was going to get the award tonight, I had to come up and dance with those dancers earlier, so I might have to pass on that. But I wanted to thank everyone at Penn Media for supporting me for this award. I want to really thank Rich. You know, I've been fortunate enough that Rich spends a lot of his time in Phoenix in the winter months, and I'll call him up or he'll call me up and we'll go to lunch, and we'll spend an hour or so at lunch and sort of talk a lot about the restaurant industry, and he's been a great inspiration to me all my life. And a mutual friend of ours introduced me to him about 12 years ago, a gentleman named Lee Cohen in Phoenix. And Lee and Rich go way back, and since then, we've been able to get to know each other a little bit more, and I cherish the time that we spend together, all the insights that he shares with me. Those have been really special meetings that we have, and Rich, I thank you very much for those moments, so thank you. You know, I dropped out of college when I was 21 years old to open my first restaurant. I'm actually a third-generation restaurateur, and my grandfather and my father was in the restaurant business, and you know, my parents did not want me to go in the restaurant business, and I remember those first early years of my career, how hard it was and how to run a business with no money and really scraping by to see if I was going to make payroll or pay the taxes, and really learned a lot about myself and about the people that I wanted to surround myself with. And so, you know, when I fast forward to today, 25 years later, which makes me feel really old, that I look around all the people that have supported me to get here to this day. And so my wife's here, my mom's here, my father is no longer with us, but a lot of my partners and some of my best friends are here tonight to support me. And I wouldn't be here where I'm at with my career or in life without them, so I thank them very much as well. And that's really it. You know, I don't really have much to say. I'm humbled by this award. It's a huge honor from someone who I respect very much, and so I'll just end with a thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper.
Congratulations, Sam Fox, an amazing restaurateur and a true innovator. And thanks so much, Rich Melman, for all the support you give not only to Penton and MUFSO, but to the entire restaurant industry. All right, so now we're going to continue.